Tina Bryson, and you're listening to The Mountain Spirit, a podcast of Christian Appalachian Project, or CAP for short. Each year, CAP recognizes 2 Champions of Appalachia. The award honors individuals and organizations that have had a positive long-term impact on the lives of people in the region. Reverend Dwyane Mills, Executive Director of Appalachia Reach Out, was named a 2023 Champion of Appalachia. Dwyane was born and raised in Martin County, and he can tell you his family's history in the hollows and byways of the East Kentucky mountains. His home county became the face for poverty in America when President Lyndon B. Johnson came to the county seat of Inez in 1964 to promote programs like Medicaid, Medicare, Head Start, as well as promises to provide food stamps, more spending on education, and tax cuts to help create jobs. And year after year, journalists come to recount the poverty of the area while missing the positive things that make this close-knit community special. Dwyane's heart is always to tell the good things that happen in Appalachia. His education and early career drew him out of the East Kentucky mountains, but the love for his people and vocational calling brought him back.
Turkey Creek Church of the Nazarene has always been a part of my life. I was able to witness and see the labor of my grandparents' love for the church and for the Lord and the investment in community, and then also bore witness to the fact that my parents were the same way. Our call was for our people. So it wasn't specifically just for the church, and I let the church board know that when they were interviewing me to come, that our call was to the people of Martin County, and that there would be many people that we would serve that maybe never darken the doors of our church, but yet God still calls us to serve them. And so we did that. So when I came as pastor, we came in June of 12, and in July of 12, we had our first work and witness team. And we would just host these teams in homes in our church. And so when we didn't have enough volunteers to host teams, they stayed with the pastor and his family in the parsonage. And so summer of 2014, and we would bring in about 6 to 8 teams a year, but summer of 2014, we had a team of 54 folks that came down from Illinois as a youth group. Bill and Jana Zeidema, who's on staff with Appalachia Reach Out, started attending our church, and they witnessed what we were doing with teams, and they said, you know what, Appalachia Reach Out is here in Inez, and we have places to host teams. 2 years into that partnership, I got a call from the board of directors, and the question was, what would you do if we gifted you the property, the buildings, and cash assets for ministry? Would you be interested in that facility? Already being here for 7 years, connecting in community with schools and the folks of the community and different civic organizations, we knew that God had given us a direction on the way that we would take Appalachia Reach Out.
Appalachia Reach Out serves over 120 families monthly at its food pantry and operates a thrift store for household items, clothes, and building supplies to increase access to necessities. The nonprofit also partners with local schools to provide students hygiene items, coats, shoes, and so much more. Mills knows that the children are the future, and he does all he can to assist the local Family Resource Center coordinators like Andrea Muncie.
Dwyane has made those partnerships that those churches and missionaries and organizations go through Dwyane, and Dwyane he knows our needs, and he puts those needs out there. Those needs are met by Dwyane. That speaks volumes of how I approach my families now, because I know I can help you. I know a guy. I know a place. I don't come with empty promises.
We believe if we're going to be a part of breaking the chain of generational poverty, it begins with the child. And so we do a lot of work with our schools.
Martin County has its struggles like any other place, but it is also an area rich in tradition, culture, values, and natural beauty. And Dwyane Mills is determined to shine a spotlight on the place he calls home. He'll tell you that he's been radically changed by God's call in his life, and his goal is always to point people back to Jehovah Jireh, our provider. Dwyane and his team strive to be Christ's love in action in all that they do, and the joy of service is evident when you talk to him, as well as the special place Appalachia holds in his heart.
Martin County to me is home. It is a safe place. It is a good place. Some folks, all they have is very little. They'll tell you they're very blessed with what they have.
Thank you for listening. We invite you to subscribe to our show and hope the stories you hear will inspire you as much as they have blessed us. You can find The Mountain Spirit wherever you get your favorite podcast. We're excited also to promote the show in the lead up to our launch. Be a part of the fun by following us on social media at ChrisAppProj to participate in those promotional giveaways. We hope you'll be a part of this exciting new initiative, Christian Appalachian Project, Watch out for more teasers and giveaways as our launch date gets closer. So mark your calendars now for November 7th. We can't wait to share the episode with you for season 1. Stay tuned.